my name's Maria.
Hello, I'm Alex.
And welcome back to Bulldog Bias, AFLW.
First footy game of the season?
It didn't end well.
No, that wasn't the best
For
result.
a lot of reasons.
Yes, the injuries and also the loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might not be playing next week, so...
Well, I just heard on the news that because of COVID-19 and our injury list, we might not be able to field a full team.
No, I can come, I can play.
Yeah, well, yeah, Maria will go play.
I volunteer as tribute.
Can I wear a skirt and play?
No.
No? Okay. Probably age would be against me too.
A lot of things would be against you. Anyway, so we played Melbourne at Witton Oval.
We did, yes.
I was there. Tash wasn't.
No, I was actually sick, remember?
Well, you were going to go to the cricket.
I was, but at the council because I was really feeling bad.
You were going to go to 2 games.
Yeah.
And you cancelled both.
That's correct. Well, I had a virus, but it wasn't a COVID virus, but it was a virus.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. This dude says, oh, we haven't gone to any matches. I was like, well, I mean, you could have.
I can't help sickness.
You could have. So that's not really
Going tomorrow
the issue anyway.
against the Stars.
Yeah, I have work.
Because you're working,
We're
yeah.
going to lose, it's okay. Anyway.
Let's
So-
go on to the football. Football's back.
Yes, it finally is back. Yeah, so do you want to just go for what happened in each quarter?
Let's do that.
Yes. So in the first quarter, I think it was sort of noticeable that we sort of weren't hitting targets and not getting in front.
True, yeah. The delivery of the ball into the forward line was shocking. Our passing on the back line was terrible. Let Melbourne in quite a few times.
Oh, yeah.
And no, it was not good.
Yeah, but we did contest.
Look, you can't fault them for effort. Their effort was absolutely fantastic. They tried really hard. It was the skills that let us down. As Dinny would say, she's got no skills.
So Grant is now playing in
Back line, yes.
Backline. How do you think she's been?
I thought she did quite well, to be honest.
I feel like that was definitely better than last season.
Well, it was probably his best game I've seen her play, since she started. So yeah, easily. Yeah. And the other one that played really, Georgie Stathis, what a guy! I mean, she's just a little terrier. She just balls in, and tell you what, as a bloke, you wouldn't want her to tackle you. I promise you.
Yeah. So Melbourne, just overall, just in the first quarter, Melbourne was more cleaner than we were.
Look, I knew we were in trouble. We had the wind, and Melbourne outplayed us, and we were always going to be pushing it uphill from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So in the second quarter, Huntington kicked our first goal, but then she did an ACL slightly after.
Look, that was a real trouble. I saw her go down. I've got to tell you, people, Maria went down the same way, and I went, oh no. I knew right there and then that it was an ACL. Seriously, I knew. I just thought, oh my God, no, because I mean she's just such a big cog in that forward line.
She is important to the team. I do have a question related to that afterwards, after we go through the
Okay.
thing. But I feel like after we had momentum, and then after that we sort of lost momentum, and then we kind of just struggled for a little bit, and then Melbourne dominated.
Play good the first part of it. It looked like we were going to come back, but then after that injury, it knocked the sails out of the girls, and then it really did. And then Melbourne we lost that. After that injury is the time period where we really lost it. Lost the game.
So in the third quarter, Too Good gave us a good start in the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, Too Good had a chance to get a second goal. Do you think that would have changed a little bit in our momentum?
Oh, absolutely. A couple of goals in a row. Well, I thought they played a reasonably good third quarter.
Yeah.
Just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we did, it was all in all good third quarter. Like, we started to play better, felt like we started to win a contest, started to actually get more skills.
I think we really missed Huntington.
Yeah. We did some nice tackling too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah. The backline did really well. I mean,
you kind of had to, didn't you?
Well, the ball was always down there, yeah. So, but look, I mean, just it's still the same as last year moving forward. There's no purpose. Look, not having one of your key forwards there doesn't help.
No,
Let's be
honestly.
honest.
Like, I have questions for that later with, but yeah.
Okay.
In the fourth, Too Good had another chance to create
I
the
know.
amount of Bulldogs.
And she missed.
She really did sort of have the game.
Look, she played a good game. I think she just couldn't get the scores on the board, you know. And actually, to be honest, I think our fourth quarter was our best quarter because they really played hard. It was just at the end there where Melbourne got one goal, I think, in the quarter, did they?
I forgot.
Yeah. But
I don't have the best memory,
but all in all, you know, I think there was probably a 15-minute patch in the first quarter, a 15-minute patch in the second quarter that lost the game for us.
I feel like an inexperience showed in very crucial times. We had 5 debutantes. 2 were from other clubs.
Okay.
So not their first ever AFL match, but their first match for us.
You can't see him, but Bobby, our Bulldog in training, is
Lift
down
him
here.
up, lift him up.
Bob, say hello to the fans.
Say hello.
Hello,
Say
good boy.
thank you.
Back down you get.
Yeah, and then obviously more players went down.
Well, yeah, we had like 3 or 4 injuries, didn't we?
Oh, bro, it was 2 sort of, one was the ribs, that was serious injury, and the ACL. The other 2 were not as serious.
No, true.
They like ran, because I was like right next to, like, you know, with the warm-up runs.
Yep.
That's where I was. So I saw them do that and I was like, God. And like, the maddest thing is just Grant did well defensively.
Look, like I said,
Honestly.
for me she was best on ground.
Grant.
Yeah.
Not Blackburn.
Look, you know what? Blackbird's got 2 votes from me. Grant really, I mean, if she wasn't there, we would have lost by more.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so do you want to get on to the questions?
Yeah, see, the midfielders always get the recognition. I'm giving it to a backman.
Okay.
Alright.
AC one and give back the votes to Blackburn soon.
Oh, look, honestly, she played a good game. Look, Too Good played a good game. She was a gut target.
She was too good.
No more too good jokes. It's all been done to death. But she actually got in the defence a few times and helped out down there. She took a couple of nice
I
marks.
want to tell you now, I can't wait, but she actually got nominated for Mark of the Year
Did she really?
for this round, yeah.
For this round, yeah. I mean, yeah. Look, she's got star potential. She really has.
That's why she's up in Bulldogs. So the 2 questions. So how do you play when you're outside on the field?
It's very, very difficult. You've got to get body on player. Look, we at Northcote, if the full back was shorter, we would get him to put some body onto the player, and then the ruckman, you know, usually being me, would come over the top and punch the ball away. You know what I mean? So it's very, look, if the ball's up in the air and there's a big height difference, well, there's not much you can do as a defender. In the old days, you could chop them on the arms. That's what we used to do. Instead of going for the ball, we chopped their arms. But you can't do that anymore.
Bobby! Okay, Bobby.
Where were we?
Okay, questions.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, now I need you to explain to the audience what's the difference between a key defender and an intercept defender.
So a key defender is usually a centre half back or a full back.
Yeah.
An intercept, I'll take it in the Bulldog terms, like Keith is a key defender, Eastonwood was an intercept defender. So he would, instead of playing on the man, he would go for the ball and stop the ball going any further. That's probably the best way to explain it.
You learned something new. Oh. Okay, so Melbourne were taking goals like close to the goals.
Shots at
shots close to the goals. Should we have done the same regardless of wind?
You know, everyone's play style is different, so it's, you know,
I know.
if they haven't been trained to do that, there's no point because you'll never do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, but do you think it would have been more beneficial?
Look, against the wind, the closer you are, the better because there's less effect on the wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but either you can handle windy conditions or you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Melbourne did play a possession style game, which is not common in AFLW.
No, they played a really nice game. They did play a good possession game, and it's probably now the start of, you know,
moving the women's game forward.
well, yeah, absolutely, because it looked in passages. Melbourne looked like the blokes. You know what I mean? In passages, and that's a good thing because it's that play. Yeah, the problem is people are so used to that play on football. We've been indoctrinated with it that when we see anything else, it doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing was in passages there. I thought to myself, shit, that was good play by Melbourne, and you know how often I compliment the opposition.
Yeah. So how do you play against that style of play?
Look,
Do you have to play it with possession?
well, you take their game and throw it back at their face. You can't defend it. You know, you got to be good at the contested balls. Look, if we had three Georgie Stathers, we'd kill that because it's a matter of running them down, tackling them, slowing it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you're taking that same game plan and throwing it back in their face.
Nice. That sounds great.
Easy to say, hard to do.
Yeah, it always is. So obviously with Paddington going down, what is it like when you see a teammate hurt? Like, what does it feel like as you're playing? Because you played here.
Yeah, look, it happened a few times when I was playing, and it's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, well, when I played, it would inspire the team actually.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, because I would see that, especially if it was a need, that's different. But if you watch one of your mates get clobbered by king it by someone else, it was really,
No, back in the day, those punch-ons.
yeah, it would have spiced the game up. Trust me. So it's something where look, it either inspires you to play better or you go back into your shell because it's not. I remember the time I was best on ground, and about 10 minutes into the third quarter, a guy went for a mark. I heard the popping of a bone. I thought it was me at first. It was someone else, and his foot had moved to a 45-degree angle, and I saw that, and I didn't get a touch after. You know.
Yeah. So how do you carry on from an injury? Like,
we just got to put it aside.
it's easy to like on there sometimes.
Yeah, but what you got to, I know, but what you got to do, well, that's done. That's finished. That moment's over. Sport is the next minute. What happens next? If you start looking backwards, you're gone because it's it's what happens in the next moment that counts.
But sometimes it is harder to put it.
Easier said than done. But you said, what should you do?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm just saying that sometimes. Yeah. So. My next obvious question is obviously I feel like the ACL did affect the team.
Well, of course. I mean, she's a big marking forward.
That's I think she had her other ACL that she sprained that ACL and now she's ruptured it.
Yeah. So she won't come back to the start of next season now, which is a shame for Izzy Huntington because she's a really good footballer.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, it does because she's one of the targets. And
she's one of our star players. She's one of our more recognisable players too.
Oh, absolutely. But she's also, a high marking forward's hard to replace. You can always find plenty of little fellas. But, Look, but he's an exceptional kick. But the reality is, it's easy. Most clubs have got heaps of midfielders. They're not so hard to replace in one way. You know what I mean? Let's look at the senior team. If somebody goes down, you've got Wallace there. You've got,
We're just full of depth on the men's side.
Sorry?
We're just full of depth on the men's side.
Especially in the midfield, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we lost Bruce, and that really left a hole in the forward line.
Yeah.
Same thing, Izzy would have left a big hole in that forward line, and it's just very, very unfortunate.
So obviously, because AFLW players are not paid full time, injuries like this do affect their lives outside of football, like work and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
And it was unfortunate because I read because sometimes I look at the comments. Someone commented, "Well, you should just look at the consequences of playing sport," but it's like you don't.
What idiot wrote that?
It's always a man. So it's so stupid. But I'm just like, you could have done an ACL not playing sport.
Look, I've played cricket, I've played squash, and I've played football. Alright? Now, I haven't seen many ACLs in cricket, I'll be honest.
It's more backward.
But squash and football, I've seen ACLs. I've seen Achilles snap. Injuries are part of sport. No matter, like you say, whilst there's no knees, I've never seen someone do an Achilles on a cricket field or a knee, but I've seen plenty of shoulder injuries, plenty of back injuries.
The different kind of injuries.
So every sport has its your risks as far as injuries are concerned.
Yeah, no. But like at the same time, it's like you could do those injuries outside of sport.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just life. I don't think it's more of a consequence of playing sport. I think it's more of just a.
I pulled a hamstring in bed once. I don't know how I did it.
It's just okay.
I went to bed, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and my hamstring was like, oh.
But like I'm just like I feel like, have a bit of empathy, because it sucks. It really does. Because first of all, after surgery, you have nothing to do for the first 2-3 months.
Yeah, no. You were
so
bored out of
boring.
your brains.
I brought a Nintendo Switch because of it.
Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
so bored, and it was in lockdown too.
Yes.
So I couldn't do much, and it's just like also too. It's not just I feel like this is not talked about enough, but it's not just the injury, like the physical injury. It's the mental effects it has too.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like it's just.
Well, I remember your first tournament back at Moorabbin.
Oh, so scary.
Well, you lost to people that normally you wouldn't have lost to because you just were so tentative.
No, but it's so stupid. But like I remember after I did my ACL, I was so scared to just fall over.
Like, yeah.
Well, not anymore, but like I
It
was.
was all Jonathan's fault.
I was just so scared. Yeah, and then obviously I saw other comments that saying just like stupid stuff. What is it? Yeah, this one comment said, "Oh, this is why women should stick to netball." I told you.
Netball's perfectly designed to injure knees.
He said that to all the goal shooters that have done the ACLs. No, but the thing is, because this person also said, the same person said if you if women are not made for AFL, but it's like women are actually, I researched this one in my ACL. Women are actually more likely to do their ACLs than men.
Well, can I just pay this guy a compliment? You're a fucking moron. Alright, that's the biggest compliment I can give you. You are a dead set fucking moron. We should send him to the Middle East to have some peaceful time.
Okay. Okay. Let's get to some stats. Let's get to.
Did Georgie Stafford get the most tackles?
No, I don't.
Or is he green?
I don't know that. I think it was Blackburn.
The most tackles?
Yeah, who has the most tackles? Most hitouts? Yeah, Blackburn.
Oh, wow.
Okay, but let's get to team stats.
No, team stats.
Okay, so disposals. We got 189. Melbourne got 224.
We smashed them, okay, good.
No, we didn't.
It was a reverse smash.
Wow.
The
Wow. Kicks, we got 113. They got 136.
Yeah.
Handballs, we got 76. They got 88.
Well, they use a lot more handball than what we did, and more effectively.
Yeah. Generally helps. Free kicks, we got 12. They got 16.
Bloody umpires.
Clearances, we got 19. They got 22.
Well, they won the clearances yet?
Instead of 50s, we got 20. They got 33.
Yeah, well, that tells you the tail, doesn't it?
Marks in 50, we got 4. They got 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Contested possessions, we got 98. They got 108.
Well, if you win the contested possessions and the clearances, you usually win the game.
Well, things happen sometimes.
It does, yes.
Tackles, we got 65. They got 54.
Yeah, well, that's not surprising because we were chasing them all day.
I like getting more tackles. Anyway, hit-outs, we got 23. They got 25.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay, so player stats. You ready for this?
Go for it.
Domination?
Blackburn got all of it?
Most.
Most, okay. Just what stat didn't she win?
Okay, so she got most disposals.
Yeah.
With 21.
Mhm.
She got most kicks with 13.
Yeah.
She got most handballs with 8.
Yeah.
Too good got most marks. Wait, where's too good? With where's marks? Oh, there it is. With 5.
Okay.
Most hit-outs is Alice Edmonds.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say her name. I need to find where she is. She actually doesn't have a photo on the website, but she got 14.
That's a bit rude. That was like the day the Brownlow medal, I can't remember what year, but this guy called Dunn from St Kilda was leading the Brownlow after the first. They used to the old days read out the 1 votes first, then the 2s, then the 3s. So after the 1s he was leading, but he wasn't at the Brownlow, so they rushed a taxi out to bring him over. Same thing.
And most tackles also to go to Ellie Blackburn with 7.
Wow.
There's a reason why she gets my favorite. That's very clear, don't you think?
Yeah, well, no, I'm sick of midfielders getting all the glory.
Okay, but she did everything.
Yeah, she did everything. So do you want to know my 3 votes?
Okay, we're gonna do injuries.
Injuries, do we have to?
So obviously Huntington.
ACL.
We all know that. She actually made a joke about it, but I guess we do it 3 times. You can't have to.
Yeah. Sure.
Sneal was her ribs.
How bad did she break it, or just bruising?
I don't know. But it was because I remember seeing her try to do run-throughs on the sidelines, and just her grabbing at her ribs. I'm just like, she's done for the day.
Yeah, pretty much.
And like, yeah, just yeah. Anyway. Okay, we can go to birds now. Okay, who are your 3? We do one.
1 went to Grant.
Not 3.
No, 1 to Grant.
Okay. Because you said you were going to give a 3 last time.
Did I? No. Oh.
You really did.
I meant Georgie Stathis.
Okay. Well, no. So here's 2. Blackburn.
Blackburn. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, how can you keep her out of the votes this week? So be warned, Ellie. I'm going to try. I want to get a defender up this year.
Okay, so my 1 vote, I actually wrote them down, goes to Lachlan.
Yeah, she played a good game too.
My 2 votes go to Too Good.
Too good. That wasn't meant to be a joke.
Nice.
My 2 votes went to Blackburn, of course.
And then my 3 goes to Blackburn.
Georgie Stathis.
Blackburn.
So she leads at the moment, Blackburn.
5, yeah.
She'll probably win it again.
Let's see. Didn't she? Oh, yeah.
She won it last year. We voted her the best player last year.
No. So with news, I think she actually was like Western Bulldogs facing a selection headache for the upcoming match against Geelong. Will skip Ellie Blackburn ruled out through the. Okay, that's. No, that was just. Yeah, no, that was just Craven. Then what was the thing I read? I don't know. Let's just forget about that.
Oh well, yeah, we won't even review next week's game because that's all like it's going to be one.
Yeah. So obviously, Too Good got nominated for 2022 Mark of the Year.
Well done.
So I put this aside social. I have a TikTok account. It's called, I think I called it Bulldog Vixens for like Melbourne Vixen content and Western Bulldog content. Because I just wanted to put it all in one because I got lazy.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't want to have too many social media accounts, so I'm only like doing.
Got 27,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
20,001 was just too many.
Yeah. And I remember because I posted the mark on TikTok, and this person literally, I told you this before, but I want to talk about it, said that no one watches AFLW, it's so entertaining.
Another moron.
I know, right?
Mm.
And I'm just like, well, I mean, let's be honest. Okay, men's probably started out the same way. Probably started out not as good.
Oh,
It's
they did.
evolved over the centuries, obviously.
I mean, let me get some. In the early days, they weren't getting big crowds, you know, the men's.
Exactly.
Let me get some. Let me show you some numbers. The Courage Book of VFL Finals, owned by the previous owner was Arthur Deering. He
Oh.
gave me this book and he passed away about 2 weeks later. And 50 Arthurton Red Northcote. He was one of the trainers at Northcote. But, this is a great book. Attendance for a semi-final back in 1906 for Collingwood Carlton. Now remember, Collingwood Carlton, 15,000.
Yeah.
Right now. Carlton Fitzroy Grand Final, 44,000. Essendon Fitzroy semi-final, 8,500. So, you know, they weren't exactly drawing big crowds in the good old days either.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is what people have to understand. It's like AFL didn't start this big.
No, it
And
didn't.
AFL isn't going to start that way either. It's going to be a build-up.
The grand final in 1923 was 46,000. You know?
No, and I feel like another thing I need to address is that obviously I really loved my cricket in AFL growing up, but obviously AFLW wasn't a thing back in the early 2000s.
No, it wasn't. Hang on.
No, and I didn't even know women's cricket existed. You know? And so I sort of had no choice but to look up to other male athletes. But like now that there's AFLW and women's sport is more televised, girls can finally look up to female athletes in those fields.
Well, only 897 people watched the Doggies win their first flag.
Oh my god.
You know, and then the crowd started to get bigger.
Because we won.
63, it was 100,000 at the grand final, 101,000. What was this one? 61, 107. And you've got to remember that was at the MCG, and they used to have, in those days have standing room. So yeah, they were in the standing room was just packed. You know?
Yeah. I know. I feel like people have to realize that it's not going to start off massive.
Yeah,
it's not,
no,
it's not,
exactly.
Nothing ever does.
In 1972, when Carlton beat Richmond, 112,000. Oh my God. And this book did have some foresight, but there you go. They gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages to put the future finals in. Well, Caesars, this came out in 72. I don't think that was enough pages.
How could you tell? In other news, before that round, our Blackburn on the board of the AFLCA Champion Player of the Year award.
Okay.
I think she's equals 7. With
Who won the first ever grand final, remember?
Carlton?
No, it was
Fitzroy.
no, it was Richmond. Essendon, sorry.
Yes.
There's an ACL. This guy did his ACL in that game.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
so sad.
It is. He knew it was over, but life goes on.
Yeah, Blackburn got 7 votes.
7 votes.
She was the only player from the Western Bulldogs to get votes.
Oh, surprise, the way they played, unfortunately.
Anyway, I was gonna have game time, but I don't know what to do for a game.
Sorry?
Let's get game time. Do you wanna get the cards out?
Game time? Oh, I get the cards.
3.
That didn't really work well, did it? Alright.
I really just flew.
I hope we got that. You've got to leave it in there. Alright.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, let's spark. Rock, paper, scissors, let's spark.
Uh,
Rock, paper, scissors, let's spark.
I can't remember
I
which.
win.
I can't. No, I was saying I couldn't remember what Spock was. I was going Spock. I couldn't remember who it was.
Rock, paper, scissors, let's spark. Rock, paper, scissors, let's spark.
Oh shit! Where's my glasses? Here we go. Alright, give me the first
Do
question.
you want me to read it for you?
Yeah, no, I've got it.
You go.
True or false?
True.
It is actually, but it's a Bulldog question too. Adam Cooney won the 2008 Brownlow medal by just one vote.
I like to go with my instincts.
Alright, go on. Give me the next question.
Okay, which member of the Essendon Football Club was picked in the 2015 All-Australian team? Was it Clinton Jones, Michael Hurley, or David Zacharakis?
I think it was Zacharakis.
No, Hurley.
Hurley, okay. Which team?
Oh, so I got 1 point.
Alright. Which team had equal amount of points to the Adelaide Crows on the 2017 Premiership ladder at the end of their home and away season? Was it Richmond, GWS, or Geelong Cats?
GWS?
No, it was Geelong.
Okay, which ground holds the record for being the longest in length since AFL competition started?
Longest
Was
in
it Supercar Oval? I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Was it Sydney Cricket Ground or Manukau Oval?
I think it's Subiaco.
Yeah. You get 1 point.
True or false? Video evidence first became admissible in tribunal hearings in 1988.
True.
False.
Okay, which year was the first Anzac Day game played between our rivals Essendon and Collingwood? Was it 92, 90, or 95?
95.
Okay, yes.
Alright, after joining St Kilda to start the 2019 season, how many games did Dan Hanbury play for them that year? 0, 5, 10.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 points. Count your own points.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, who replaced Ross Lyon as Fremantle senior coach at the end of the 2019 season, which is kind of stupid because he was replaced at the last game of the season.
Yeah, okay.
Was it Peter Bell, Peter Sermich, or Justin Long? Yeah.
Justin Long, yeah.
Yeah.
I got 3. Which AFL women's team came fourth in the 2017 season? Fremantle, Western Bulldogs, Carlton.
4. Can you say those teams again?
Fremantle, Western Bulldogs, Carlton.
What? I feel like it's Western Bulldogs. I'm just going with Western Bulldogs.
Carlton.
Which AFL club finished the 2018 home and away season on top of the ladder? Was it Eagles, Collingwood, or Richmond? 2018.
It was West Coast, I think.
Richmond.
Which was still 3-2. True or false? Brisbane Bears lost to North Melbourne in the 1996 preliminary final.
True.
It is true, yes.
Okay. I just need you to get this one wrong. What season did Ross Lyon start coaching for Fremantle? Was it 2011, 2013, 2012?
2011.
12.
Well,
We tied.
it's a draw.
Oh, you gave me an extra one.
Alright, tiebreaker. Who won the 2019 Brownlow medal? Was it Lockie Neal, Nat Fife, Marcus Bontempelli?
Okay,
Yeah, that wasn't the Bond.
5.
Yeah, it was 5.
That was too easy.
Yeah.
I was alive. Okay, what was Port Adelaide's biggest winning margin in 2019? Was it 70, 80, or 90 points?
80 points.
70.
So, yeah, alright.
I win.
I'll put them at the back so we don't ask them again next week.
Okay.
Alright. Bastards.
I would have asked for predictions for next week.
Well, at this stage of proceedings,
I really did.
I don't know if there's going to be a next week, so
Not for us anyway.
we'll just leave the predictions for the moment.
But do you want to go to just next other teams' games, just for no reason?
No, this is Bulldog bias, not other teams' games.
Okay, but if we were to play Geelong, how do you think we'd go?
Well, we beat them. We're playing now at Western Oval.
Oh no.
We beat them there last year, didn't we?
Oh no, I forget.
I think with the players we've got out at the moment, we'd lose, to be honest.
Okay, no, that's a good point.
You know, I mean, if I remember correctly, Izzy Huntington played a great game against them last year. So I think we're going to struggle with the players we've got out.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Sad to say, but it's like when you have such great players out, it's hard to just replace them.
It does one of two things: you either fall in the hole, or it gives other players opportunity, and they take the opportunity. You know what I mean? So yeah. So.
Well, we'll see. Anyway,
But we'll take the draw.
yeah. So, what do you want to do next week if the game doesn't go on?
Good question. Stay tuned for the answer next week. Find out some stuff on the men's, like when the family day is and all that sort of stuff.
Okay. Well, okay. Can we just make a phantom? I know what I want to do.
What's that?
I want to make pretend we won.
Okay. We'll call it the ghost team.
Call it Ghost Round.
Ghost round, yeah.
What I think would have happened, I'm going to crunch all the numbers.
Yeah. Okay. You
Win
make it.
Viz.
Don't talk about Win Viz.
Win Viz.
The other night actually gave the Renegades a chance of winning. I think that's ridiculous.
But if you don't watch cricket, you don't know what. Win Viz. I don't know how it. Tell the people what Win Viz is.
It's a predictor on who's likely to win the game, and it's
From past results.
from
and
past
like
results.
stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be scientific, but it's a load of baloney.
It's wild.
England at one stage were a chance to win it. That's how stupid it was.
It changes like Melbourne's weather.
Yes, quite.
It should be called Winvic.
And it's windy, yeah. And then tomorrow I'm going to watch the last home game of the Renegades. So watch us lose to the Stars. They've put in some marvellous performances after our run for the finals, and I was talking to my mate Buff, and we've decided that we'll these are the players we're going to keep. We're going to keep Kane Richardson.
I mean, as much as I love this is Bulldogs bias.
Yeah, I know, but Kane Richardson and Harper, and we'll change the rest.
Not even Madison?
Nah.
Come on, Madison's great.
Look, he's good at the long form of the game, but I don't really he's that good at the short form of the game.
I'm sorry. No, we're keeping Madison. Anyway, okay. Can we sort the girls into the Hogwarts houses next week?
Oh, we can do that, yeah.
We'll do that.
Yes. I'll get a hat and we'll pull them out of the hat. Slytherin. Hey, Georgie Stathis.
Okay, anyway.
Well, it's goodbye from her and goodbye from me.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Okay, I do want to do the Phantom game.
All right,
and put them into the Hogwarts houses.
All right, we'll do that next week.
So we won't do any votes or injury updates because this.
There won't be any.
Thank God. And there won't be any team stats or player stats.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
You can make up the player stats.
We could, yeah, if you want to.
Okay, this is going on too long. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.